what's up? So Trump had that old whack State of Union talking about unity. I'm like, what unity is he talking about? You can't talk about no unity. First of all, you have predominantly women in Congress right now, and that's long overdue. And eventually, you should have a woman, president, vice president, etc. Long overdue. It's like you should have African American vice president. Long overdue. The thing is this: you can't talk about no unity when you're threatening to close down the government again. You can't talk about no unity when you're talking about building walls, which have a racist agenda and a racist spin with everything that he's about. You can't talk about unity when you don't have anybody African American on your board to represent. Looks very white and very much straight to what point of what he's been about. So again, what is his purposes of having these particular addresses when he doesn't reflect the diverse nature of the country? What is the purpose of even talking about something when if you talk to real folks and not people who just shuck and grin and tap dance and say, well, what is the real issues beyond healthcare, jobs? How about just the fact about racially speaking? Trump's track record is horrible because he's a bigot and he's racist. And so majority of people that associate with him. And if you walk around with the mega caps on, you're going to get labeled any kind of support of somebody who has an ideology of Hitler, has an ideology to take on the likes of Steve Bannon and David Duke and Charlottesville, Virginia, and how you try to justify a heinous act has that going in there, not in their favor of looking good. Don't forget about Central Park 5. And I tolerate this because this is part of what has been Trump's legacy, his inept and his actions. His ghostwriters write him one thing when he's on that stage, but when he's on that Twitter board, that's two different people. Why is that? See, because if you get the spoiled white supremacist brat, Richie Rich, pampered white boy reality of how he really spews in the public. But then again, would it really change anything? Because let's be realistic. People really care when someone says unity. We talking kumbaya, we talking we are the world, we gonna campfire, we gonna come together as human beings. You can't say that you feel that way about somebody who puts up a big psychological get off my lawn sign trespassing. And that's the reality of Trump. So to hear his State of Union speech or what have you is garbage. And it's the same old rhetoric. He's not doing anything. He's a good hustler and he's a good smoke snake skin car salesman. He knows how to talk the talk. Not so much as a politician, but he knows how to talk the talk. But when it comes to taxing and making money and getting those breaks, well, unless, like I said before, um, he just rambles and it's no unity. First of all, you can't call unity when all his most his people he associate with are catching cases and taking plea deals left and right. You know, it's like a yard sale that's going on, but you didn't put all the product out in the yard to be sold. But that's what's happening. You know, so when you borderline treason and all the other factors is going on with him, what kind of speech are you getting? You know, that's not unity. He's very much a house divided, and that's what he represents when I see him. So I laugh and cringe at the thought of what he represents. All right, that's my take about that Donald Trump, that comedy called a unity, or whatever he was trying to say. Feel free to leave them comments, hit the subscribe. Boys out, peace.